a nation founded on freedom and justice, one organization has stood at the crossroads of civil rights and religious liberty. Since 1994, the Council on American Islamic Relations, or CAIR, has worked tirelessly to defend the rights of American Muslims, combat Islamophobia, and promote a more just and inclusive society. Earlier, we had a brief conversation with Saylor, the Research and Advocacy Director at the Council on American Islamic Relations, where he talked about the challenges, the victories, and the vision for the future.
Assalamu alaikum, Corey. Saylor is here today with CAIR, and I met him long time ago. He probably doesn't remember me. We have a news channel, and Corey graciously accepted my request to talk about a few things. So, Corey, could you explain what is CAIR and what was the vision?
First of all, assalamu alaikum, and thank you so much. It's great to see you again, and yes, I do remember you. CAIR is the Council on American Islamic Relations. We are the nation's largest Muslim civil liberties and advocacy organization. We serve the Muslim community through chapters throughout the country. We're almost 30 years old at this point, and the services we provide are fairly simple. If you feel like you've been discriminated against, give us a call and we'll help you out.
Okay. So the goals that you set up, could you give me some idea, like your 3 top goals that you had in your mind at that time?
So when CAIR was initially established, the founders noticed that the Muslim community really had no voice in the media and in many different spaces. For instance, my job for a long time was to go on Fox News and right-wing media. We're not afraid to go anywhere. And so we're very good at that. Muslims were being discriminated against and they really didn't have anyone to protect them. And nowadays, at the national office at CAIR, we have 10 legal folks on staff. Across the country, we have dozens and dozens. So Muslims have that protection. And then finally, you don't just want one generation, you want many generations. So we've been training people. I've been around for 20 years now. And there are young people who, when I first saw them, they knew nothing, and now they far exceed me in their skill set. And that's, I think, the best success that we've seen over the last couple of decades.
So what stage you are at this point after 30 years? Can you say that you have achieved maybe 1 or 2 goals that you have initially? And how do you measure your success?
I think in terms of success, we've really reached a critical crossroads. So the infrastructure is in place now, and the Muslim community is no longer just purely on the defensive, right? We're able to really go out. We're really able to help protect other communities than our own. We're able to be that benefit to humanity that we want to be in any country in which we live in. So the infrastructure is there, and now it's just a question of, can we as a community really grow beyond servicing ourselves to providing civil rights, civil liberties, and humanitarian protections for other Americans and other people around the globe.
Okay, so you have an international reach also at this time, or you're planning to do that?
CAIR is recognized internationally. We work on a number of different issues. The way the Uyghurs are being treated in China, obviously, where we're talking right now, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi is going to be coming to Washington, D.C. next week, and we're going to make sure that people know about the abuses he's been putting minority religious communities through. And another top issue with us is always the Palestinians and the way they're being treated.
And do you know what is going on in Pakistan at this time? Human rights violation, do you have any idea? Are you working on that?
We've seen some of the human rights violations in Pakistan, but there's another team that handles that, so it's not something that I've dealt with directly.
Okay, great. How about the education part? Are you expanding in the education, establishing some liberal arts college or universities or institution?
Well, for CAIR, with education, what we want is for our kids to be able to just go to school and get an education. And last year, what we saw when we looked at the data coming into us from the cases being reported to us was a 63% jump in cases involving kids being bullied or Islamophobic content in school. And that's insane, that's unacceptable. So putting more resources into just making sure that kids feel safe in school, putting more resources into making sure that kids can take Eid off without being punished for it by missing tests, and that they can observe their faith while they're at school is key part of our goals this year.
All right. I really appreciate Corey for your time.
Nice to see you
We
once again.
definitely will see again each other.
Jazakallah khair for your time.